Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Coffee English. I want to ask you something right now. Stop for a moment. Think about why you are learning English. Really think about it. Is this reason yours, or did someone else give it to you? Did you choose this goal, or did the world choose it for you? Today, we will talk about something that nobody discusses. We will talk about true goals and false goals, about your path and someone else's path. This might be the most important episode you will ever hear. Because here is the truth. Many people struggle with English not because English is too hard. They struggle because they are walking the wrong path. They are trying to reach a goal that is not really theirs. This episode will help you understand something powerful. When your goal matches your heart, learning becomes easy. When your goal is not really yours, every step feels heavy. I will share phrases that help you talk about goals and choices in English. I will help you find your true reason for learning, and I will show you how to know if you are on the right path. So here is my question for you today. Why are you really learning English? Not the answer you tell other people. The real answer, the one in your heart. Leave a comment below. Share your true reason. Your honesty might help someone find their own truth. Let us begin this important conversation. Let me tell you something interesting. Teachers often say that learning English takes years of hard work. They say you must struggle. You must fight through difficulty. You must push yourself every single day. But is this really true? Think about a child learning their first language. Do they struggle? Do they fight? Do they push themselves? No, they just play, they just talk, they just listen. And one day they speak perfectly. Now think about something you love to do. Maybe it is cooking. Maybe it is playing music. Maybe it is drawing. When you do this thing, does it feel like hard work, or does it feel natural? Here is what research shows. When we do something that matches who we are, we do not feel tired. We feel energy. Time passes quickly. We want to continue. But when we do something that does not match who we are, every minute feels long. We feel tired. We want to stop. The same is true for learning English. If your reason for learning is true, learning feels good. If your reason is false, learning feels like a battle. So the question is simple. Does learning English feel right to you, or does it feel like you are carrying a heavy stone up a mountain? Here is a difficult question. Why did you start learning English? Was it because you wanted to? Or was it because someone told you that you should? Many people learn English because their parents said so, or because their job requires it, or because society says that successful people speak English. These are not bad reasons, but they are not your reasons. They are external reasons. They come from outside. Let me tell you what happens when you follow an external goal. You can work hard. You can study every day, but something always feels wrong. You feel like you are wearing someone else's clothes. They do not fit right. In English, we have a phrase for this. We say going through the motions. It means you are doing the actions, but your heart is not in it. And here is the problem. When your heart is not in something, your brain does not work well. Scientists call this intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation. Let me make this simple. Intrinsic motivation means you want to do something for yourself because it makes you happy, because it feels right. Extrinsic motivation means you want to do something for external rewards, for money, for praise, for approval from others. Studies show this clearly. People with intrinsic motivation learn faster, they remember better, they enjoy the process more. So ask yourself this. Are you learning English because you truly want to, or are you learning because you think you should? There is no wrong answer, but you need to know the truth, because if you are walking someone else's path, you will always feel tired. Now let me ask you something deeper. What do you really want from English? Not what your parents want, not what your teacher wants, not what society wants. What do you want? Maybe you want to travel and talk to people from different countries. Maybe you want to watch movies without subtitles. Maybe you want to read books in English. Maybe you want to work in another country. Or maybe you want something completely different. Maybe you want to understand song lyrics. Maybe you want to make friends online. Maybe you just like how English sounds. All of these reasons are good. All of these reasons are valid, but they must be yours. Here is how you know if a goal is truly yours. When you think about it, you feel something. You feel excitement. You feel curiosity. You feel a pull toward it. When a goal is not yours, you feel nothing, or you feel pressure. You feel obligation. You feel like you must do it, but you do not want to. Try this right now. Close your eyes. Think about speaking English fluently. What do you see yourself doing? Where are you? Who are you talking to? How do you feel? If the image in your mind makes you smile, that is good. That means this goal connects to your heart. If the image makes you feel nothing, or if you cannot see any image at all, that is important information. It might mean you need to find a different reason. A truer reason. In English, we say listen to your heart. It means to pay attention to your feelings. Your feelings tell you the truth. Your mind can lie to you. Your mind can repeat what other people said. But your heart always knows what is real. Here is something many people do not understand. The right path is not always easy, but it feels different from the wrong path. Think about this. Imagine you are walking up a mountain. On one path, you carry a heavy bag full of stones. Every step is difficult. You feel tired. You want to stop. But you keep going because someone told you that you must reach the top. On another path, you carry a light bag. You have water and food. The mountain is still high. The path is still long, but you do not feel tired in the same way. You feel alive. You look around. You enjoy the view. You want to continue because you chose to climb this mountain. This is the difference between your goal and someone else's goal. When you follow your true goal, you might work hard. You might face challenges. But the challenges do not break you. They make you stronger. You do not fight against yourself. You move with yourself. When you follow a false goal, even small difficulties feel huge. You question yourself all the time. You wonder if it is worth it. You feel like you are fighting a war you cannot win. Research on language learning shows this pattern clearly. Students who have personal reasons for learning stay motivated longer. They practice more. They make faster progress. Not because they are smarter, but because they are walking their own path. So here is my question for you. When you study English, do you feel like you are carrying stones? Or do you feel like you are moving towards something that matters to you? Be honest with yourself. This honesty will change everything. Maybe you are thinking now. Maybe you realize that your current goal is not really yours. What do you do? First, do not feel bad. Many people spend years following goals that are not theirs. The important thing is that you realize it now. That is the first step to change. Second, ask yourself better questions. Not what should I do, but what do I want to do? Not what is the smart choice, but what choice makes me feel alive? Here is a simple exercise. Take a piece of paper. Write down every reason you can think of for learning English. Write everything, even silly reasons, even reasons that seem strange. Now look at each reason. Ask yourself, does this reason come from me, or does it come from someone else? Cross out the reasons that come from other people. What is left? Those are your true reasons. Maybe you will find only one true reason. That is okay. One true reason is stronger than 10 false reasons. In English, we have a phrase, to find your why. It means to discover your deep reason for doing something. Your why is your fuel. It keeps you going when things get difficult. When you know your true why, everything changes. You do not need to force yourself to study. You want to study. You do not need to remind yourself why this matters. You already know. And here is the beautiful part. When you follow your true goal, you learn faster. Not because you work harder, but because you work with joy. And joy is the best teacher. Every episode, we learn one phrase that can change how we think. Today's phrase is special. It is to stay true to yourself. This phrase means to make choices that match who you really are, to not pretend, to not follow others if their path is not yours. In English, we might say, she stayed true to herself and chose a different career. Or, he stayed true to himself even when everyone disagreed with him. This phrase is about honesty, honesty with yourself. It is about choosing your path even if it is different from what people expect. When you learn English, staying true to yourself means this. Learn what you want to learn. Study in the way that feels good to you. Talk about topics that interest you. Do not force yourself to be someone you are not. Some people learn English through music. Some people learn through movies. Some people learn through conversation. Some people learn through reading. There is no one right way. There is only your way. So today's challenge is this. Do one thing in English that you truly want to do, not what your textbook says, not what your teacher suggests. Something that makes you curious. Something that makes you smile. Maybe watch a video about your hobby. Maybe read about a topic you love. Maybe listen to a song that touches your heart. Stay true to yourself. That is how you learn best. Let me bring everything together now. There is a big lie in the world. The lie says that you must fight and struggle for years to get what you want. That success only comes through hard work and sacrifice. This is not completely true. This is how it feels when you choose the wrong goal, when you walk someone else's path. But when your goal matches your heart, everything changes. You do not drag yourself through difficulties. You move forward with energy. You know where you are going. You know why it matters. The truth is simple. Success is not a war with the world. Success is choosing the right path for you. The same is true for learning English. You do not need to fight with English. You need to find your true reason for learning it. You need to discover what English means to you personally. When you do this, learning becomes different, not always easy, but natural, not always fast, but steady, not always comfortable, but right. Here is what I want you to remember. You do not need to become someone else to succeed in English. You need to become more of yourself. You need to use English in a way that fits who you are. Some people use English for business. Some people use it for art. Some people use it to make friends. Some people use it to explore ideas. All of these ways are correct. The only wrong way is to use English in a way that does not feel true to you. So stop trying to fit into someone else's idea of success. Stop comparing yourself to other learners. Stop judging yourself for not wanting what others want. Instead, listen to your heart, find your true goal, walk your own path. And then, learning English will not feel like taking something through struggle. It will feel like receiving something that was always meant for you. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Thank you for being brave enough to ask hard questions. Thank you for being here. Before you go, I want to leave you with this thought. Today, you have a choice. You can continue following a goal that is not yours, or you can stop. You can be honest with yourself. You can ask, what do I really want? This is not an easy question, but it is the most important question. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up before you study English, ask yourself this. Why am I doing this? Is this reason mine? Does it make me feel alive? If the answer is yes, then continue with joy. You are on your path. If the answer is no, then it is time to find a new reason. A true reason. A reason that comes from your heart. Remember this. Every person who speaks English well found their own reason for learning, not someone else's reason, their own reason. You deserve to walk your own path too. You deserve to learn with joy, not with struggle. You deserve a goal that is truly yours. This is Coffee English, and your path is waiting for you. Keep learning, keep listening to yourself, keep choosing what is true for you. Until next time, stay true to yourself. That is where your power lives.